Hi, I'm Tandy Gutierrez, and this is your 3-day wellness tarot card reading. I pull 3 cards, one for your body, your mind, and your spirit to help see what the energy is for these 3 days. And then I take that information and directly go to write the workouts on my site for you to work out with me, so that there is a spiritual component, there's a functional physical component to what we're doing in taking care of our bodies and ourselves in general. So today is your wellness reading for December 15th, 16th, and 17th. Remember that it's a general reading, so not everything's going to make sense and not everything's going to resonate or ring true for you. The goal is really to be listening and go, that little message was for me, and be waiting for your omens and your signs. And regardless, if it doesn't resonate or ring true for you, then just be open to it being about a meditation or a thought, things that you weren't thinking about already that help you expand and evolve your life in a better way. So that's the beauty of tarot, I think, is that it's a moment of meditation and a moment of thought, and you go, is that happening for me? Maybe it is. Or you hear it and you go, oh, that is totally what's going on, and thank you for the message, and now I know how to proceed to make things better, right? So the goal is always, out of love, to evolve things into their best space. And know that I always have a meditation, and I say a little prayer, and I ask the guides and guardians to send any messages through me to all of my fans, subscribers, and members out there. Okay? So this be of use for you in the world. So for December 15th, 16th, and 17th, here we go. Body, mind, and spirit. Okay. Well, it's very watery, and it's very emotional in these 3 days. So for your body, it's the 3 of Cups in reverse. We've had this one before recently also. When it's upright, it's usually this kind of like reflection and gloaming time and feeling warm and fuzzy and like good about what you're doing. It's not all fireworks and cuckoo pants and like, yay, everything's a party. But typically, this 3 of Cups is like, yeah, the things that are happening are cool, like it's good, and you've got some loved ones around you to reflect on that with. So this is in reference for your body for these 3 days. It's a little upside down, so like you're dumping your cups out. 3 is creativity, but it's also mind, body, soul, body, mind, and spirit. So it's like the Holy Trinity here. And this is really what I teach based on is these 3 points of the triangle. So for me, this one is just things are a little upside down, they're out of whack, you're not feeling like things are warm and fuzzy and totally on track. It's feeling like you're hanging on by your itty bitty talons and hoping not to fall off the branch this 3 days. But they're warm colors, right? So there's a groundedness there to it, so you're realizing that you're just hanging on by a thread in these 3 days. So the recommendation is to just like really upright yourself, get yourself on the mat, get yourself anchored, get yourself upright, because in doing that silly little cliche where it's like nobody ever regretted their workout, you really don't. Like if you think you're gonna throw something overboard, please don't. That's the time to go, red flag, I'm not being my best self, I'm not taking care of myself, I'm starting to toss out the things that keep me energized, keep me healthy, keep me balanced. Don't do that. Don't self-sabotage here. So yes, it's into December, and for those who holidays, it's stressful and you can feel like throwing things out, and I guarantee it's always the workout first to like save a couple minutes. Don't do it. Hang on by those gorgeous little talons and go get on your mat, okay? Even 5-10 minutes makes a huge difference. I cannot say that enough. Your mood will be improved. You'll be so proud of yourself that you didn't toss it out the window and that you're not dumping out all of your cups for any sort of progress or physical wellness that you got chugging along, okay? So, mind, Father of Cups. And it's upside down too. So you got all 3 of your cards are cups. So very watery, very emotional. And this connection to spirit and divine and faith. Really, it's a connection to faith, okay? So it is faith and love. But they're all upside down in these 3 days. And you guys are a little upside down. I think like the stress of the holidays may be starting to like come in, and it's getting frenzied and a little frenetic in these 3 days. So this is the time to anchor down even more into the self-care, and don't throw anything overboard. So Father of Cups, the Black Swan, it's masculine energy. It doesn't have to be a person. You know, it's everybody's got that duality of feminine and masculine, the yin, the yang. Energies, and when it's upright, it's pretty content, right? It's a black swan, so it's got all that connotation of like not the prettiest one, right? But maybe the strongest and maybe the most accurate and honest. It's upside down. So you're dumping your cup out, your mind is all over the planet, and you've headed to that negative space, and you're dumping out the goodness that you filled it with. So it's not strong right now. Your brain's not in the best place, and it's, you know, you're not even hanging on by your talons. You're like upside down in the water right now. Okay, so that father energy, right? And it's holiday time. So again, things that come, they may not pertain to you, but it pertains to somebody out there. Somebody's really missing their father who's passed and gone, and it's getting real sad and real into not a good place, into a darker space that's harder. I feel, you know, it's like the swan's upside down, so his head's in the water and maybe drowning a little bit in that over emotional time period. Just know that when they pass, like, they're even closer to you than they were before in some ways, because energetically they're present. They don't go away. Like, they can still see you. They're really proud of you, and that they see what's happening, and it's okay. So get your head out of the water. Like, don't wallow in it, and know that they're still super present, and that they're around. Clearly that wasn't for everybody. That's where that was. So in general, like, I mean, that was clearly for somebody specifically. But in general, that, you know, the strength is upside down, and you're wallowing in this not good space in your brain. So fill your brain, your mind, with some better things. If there's some affirmations that you love, there's a prayer book that you love, you know, there's a happiness book that you love. There's all kinds of good stuff to fill up on, you know. So get out of the melancholy, get out of the over emotionally sad stuff, and fill up with some brightness to even things out in your mind. Okay. Spirit. This one, Four of Cups, upside down. What do you guys do with your cups over there? Tossing them out. Stop that. So there's just in general a sadness and a melancholy and a feeling overwhelmed emotionally, and not anchoring into spirit and faith. So 4 is really persistence and perseverance. And I know everybody goes, ew, gross, there's a rat on top of the cups. That's what I thought when I first saw it. Is that it's about, you know, rats, they have longevity. They sustain. Rats and cockroaches, right? They survive. So right now, your spirituality, that energy is, your spirit's not in a good place. Okay, and that would make sense, because if your mind's not in a good place and it's headed into that melancholy, your spirit goes with it, right? Which is an even more reason not to ditch your workout, because you got to hang on to what you can. And your physical body, right? You're having a physical experience. So the more you can connect to the physical in a really anchored, you know, great way, it helps lift all these other things. So there's many pieces to the puzzle here. But your spirit's not surviving very well right now, but you can totally turn it right side up. But you've got to anchor into that perseverance and persistence, and get your head in the right place, and look towards the moon a little bit more. Your moon is your intuition. It's that feminine energy. It's that spiritual guidance in things. So like, hunker down into that, and then you end up turning this right side up, and then you get to survive and have longevity with things. But this is only 3 days, right? So these 3 days are a little dark. They're a little melancholy and a little sad, and everybody's a little upside down in their feelings. So, you know, do the things that you can. Fill up with some good thoughts. Take some time to yourself. You know, really look to your intuition and anchor into your physical practices to help uplift everything else. Okay? So if you want to come work out with me, MattenKitchen.com. If you want to leave questions here and let me know how these readings go for you, I would love it. Like, comment, and share, because really, who doesn't need to share more goodness in the world? I think it's an important time now to do that more than ever, to highlight the good and to go be a source of goodness in the world. And so there you go, your 3-day reading for December 15th, 16th, and 17th for your body, mind, and soul. I'll see you next time.